y'all? It's the Maker Manager here, checking in for another D discussion, man. And today we're going to talk about scientific studies versus anecdotal evidence, okay? When it comes to like fitness and everything. Anecdotal evidence is pretty much just your personal experiences in the gym, whether maybe you can call it broscience. That's what they kind of call it. But I like to call it just my personal experience, okay? So, before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Plenty more videos coming out like this right now. Like the video if you like the video. Share this with a friend so they can get some of these good tips too, man. Don't be stingy, man. Don't be greedy. Don't be stingy, all right? Share this with your friends. And we're going to get going, all right? So, me personally, I base pretty much all the stuff that I do off of science because I believe that there have been so many scientific advancements, you know, since the old times with like bodybuilding and fitness and everything and working out, nutrition, all this. There's so much scientific advancement, so many millions of studies that have been done, you know, so there's no reason to ignore that. But I do not, you know, take them to be gospel. You know, I take them with a grain of salt. I take the stuff that I will learn from science, and then I apply it in the gym and see what happens. And then if it doesn't work, or something that a study says, you know, if you do this, you know, it boosted fat loss X times, and then I go and do it, and it doesn't work, I'm going to drop it. I'm not going to believe that. Like, just because here's the thing. Just because a study says something doesn't mean that it works, okay? There's a difference between, you know, science and an application. There's a huge, huge difference. So what I do is I'll take something from a study, I'll try it out for myself. If it doesn't work, I might tweak it a little bit and see what works for me, okay? So one thing that might be proven in a study might not work for one person, but it might work for me. That's how it works. You really never know. But if something doesn't work for me, I'm going to tweak it or find something else that I found to work for myself. And that's how I am able to give you guys advice. I've been trial and error in it for, yes, I made that word up, erroring. I've been doing trial and error for over 4 years now. And I found out what works and what doesn't work. For example, a low protein diet or low calorie diet does not work for me. When I boosted my protein up to 1.5 grams per pound and started working out intensely, my results skyrocketed. I promise you. Like, that's the moment when my friends were like, holy shit, like, what have you been doing? Like, that you've transformed. And that's just in like a matter of 6 weeks. And then now I've been continuing that, you know, ever since then. And my results, you know, just keep coming. They keep going up. And it's a result of my personal experience. Having a lower protein diet and a lower calorie diet didn't work for me. Working out the way that I used to, you know, like scientific studies say, or like, you know, like a lot of these fitness people, the fitness gurus say, it didn't work for me. But when I started bumping up the intensity and learning how to challenge my body and learning what works for me in the gym, that's where my results started coming. And then even recently, I'm still like, you never stop learning with this stuff. Like I made a video about alternative exercises. I've been doing these alternative exercises. I tried them out on my own, and my results started to skyrocket again. Like, I started to get stronger, started to develop more muscle, you know, just started to develop my body a lot better. And that's the benefit of just trying things out and seeing if it works for you. So a lot of people nowadays, they base everything about, you know, on these scientific studies. And it bothers me because these studies are not gospel. I really don't like. You cannot tell me, yeah, there might be multiple studies that might, quote unquote, prove something, but until you apply it to all the millions of people that are trying to get into shape, you really don't know. And it might not necessarily work. So that's why you need to try things out and see what works best for you, okay? This is why like I said, I take the science, I apply it to the gym, and then I tweak it because a lot of the stuff might not work. So I make it work for me, all right? That's really what it comes down to, and that's how you get the best results possible. You use that anecdotal evidence, you know, from, you know, after you try the scientific stuff. Or, like, I might see something that, you know, people might recommend, and then I might just add it. I might try it out, but then find a little bit of a tweak to it. Like, for example, like Pendlay rows. I try Pendlay rows. They're cool. I like them, but I found my own little tweak that I call it power Pendlay rows. I do it a little bit different. I made my own thing. And guess what? Since I've been bulking and everything, my back strength has gone up and my back has gotten a lot wider, okay? It's just find those little tweaks. Anecdotal evidence is very important, but do not neglect the science. Science is a good way to learn about what's happening and why it's happening. And a study is a good way, to see what works for a lot of people. So then you try it out. But then if it don't work for you, then don't do it. Don't just make yourself do something just because a study says it, or just because someone with a fucking PhD says to do this because of this study. No, try it out and see if it works. Sorry, I started to rant a little bit, but that's how I feel about it, man. So take the science, try it out. If it don't work, tweak it, or just find out where it works for you. Use that anecdotal evidence. That's how I'm able to give advice, and that's how most people that don't have all these degrees and all these doctorates and all this stuff. That's how we're able to give advice, because we're in the gym for years and years and years trying things out and finding out what works and telling you guys so you can try it out, and then maybe you can try it out and tweak it a little bit. All right, so that's all I gotta say about that. I hope you liked the video, man. Don't forget to like the video, man. Don't forget to share, hit that subscribe button, and I'm gonna holla at y'all, man. Make man out.